24 minutes. They make it look easy.
6-0 in groups.
This is not the team you want to be drawn against. AHQ versus SKT. All odds are stacked against AHQ.
这个优点的话是他对线很激进，而且他不按照常理出牌。那你会不知道他用什么英雄来对付你。
웨스트도어가 플레이하는 챔피언은 모두 다 제가 플레이할 수 있는 챔피언이기 때문에 그렇게까지 상대할 때 부담은 없을 것 같고 약간 좀 더 수비적으로 할 때도 있고 공격적으로 할 때도 있고 좀 변칙적인 선수인데
缺点的话，
He's got the life first blood. There it is.
缺点的话，
The flash engage from Faker.
Faker, the 1v1 against Pawn.
目前是看不太出来。
제가 느끼기로는 그렇게까지 저 위협을 느낄 정도로 강한 상대는 아니라고 생각하고 또 그렇기 때문에 이번 미드 라인전은 자신 있습니다.
压力多多少少都会有点吧，对啊，但是必须要赢他。如果你要打冠军，总会要遇到的。
Morin just eviscerates him, and SKT demolish H2K.
AHQ will be the final team out of Group B. SK Telecom T1 win in under 24 minutes. They make it look easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of our quarterfinal showdowns, coming to you live from London. As you can see, the crowd is plenty pumped. Tons of energy in the building. There it is, gentlemen, screaming their heads off. We've got signs, we've got fans of both teams setting ourselves up for quite a series between SKT and AHQ here today in London. Of course, moments ago outside, the crowds were out in droves, and AHQ entering the building, and you'll see Westor here in the back. He's going to have his work cut out for him against Faker and the rest of SKT as they arrive for their best of 5 today. Today, these teams will step into the ring and battle to keep their worlds run alive. Hello, everyone. I'm James Dash Patterson. Great to have you with us for another explosive day of action. And keeping me company here on the analyst desk during today's match in jolly old England is LPL commentator Jake Spawn Tiberi, North American LCS caster Aiden Zyrene Moon, and Renegades jungler Alberto Crumbs Rengifo. Gentlemen, day 2, here we are. How do we feel?
Feels great. I'm really happy to be back here. It feels like it's been forever since I was on the desk.
Yeah, it's been about a week.
Yeah, it feels like forever.
It hasn't been forever, but
I'm glad I get to come back and keep you company.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you back. Now, we've got our first semifinalists. Yesterday, Europe's Origin grabbed their 3-1 quarterfinal victory over the Flash Wolves. They will advance to Brussels and will face the winner of today's matchup between SKT and AHQ. The crowd very happy about that one.
Yeah, they certainly were, and they did it off the back of probably the most surprising member coming into the split, Niels. He was an absolute monster. Like, his Kalista game, I said it was like flawless. CS was perfect. He was able to dance around the map. Then the Jugger Jinx comp that they ran in the last game with the Arden Sensor Lulu in the top lane. Couldn't probably ask for more out of an AD carry player.
Yeah, and Niels, there's actually a great story behind him, because when Xpeke was making his team, he asked his former teammate Reckless what AD carry he would recommend, and he's like, you got to pick up this guy, Niels. He hasn't played professionally before, right? He hasn't done lane swaps before, but he came into Challenger Series, the rookie of the split, when they made it to the LCS and ended up coming to Worlds, and now they're in the semifinals. Just a huge, upward story for this guy. Huge potential, and it's only his first year in competitive play.
That being said, the team suffered from some of the criticism that we had of them coming into the series, which is that long games. You know, they needed to go to the late game every time, and they had trouble closing in some areas or pressing advantages where we saw them.
And that's the complete opposite of who we're going to see today, AHQ versus SKT. These two teams play very fast, and as for Origin, they have to be looking out for the early moves that these teams will be making and see what they can do in their own playstyle if they want to keep playing slow and slow down the tempo for their new opponents.
Yep, something that they're going to have to keep in consideration as they are playing the winner of today's series. According to Xpeke, though, the long game was intentional to avoid mistakes the team makes when they play too fast. For the full interview, though, head over to lolesports.com and check it out. Of course, now turning our attention to today's matchup, let's send it over to the stage to meet our combatants.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to London for day 2 of the League of Legends World Championship quarterfinal. The winner of tonight's best of 5 will move on and be top 4 at this year's World Championship, and maybe even more for them. So now that you guys know what's at stake here tonight, let's introduce our teams. On the blue side for Game 1, LCK's #1 seed, SK Telecom T1.
Telecom T1 win in under 24 minutes. They make it look easy.
In the top lane, Marin. In the jungle, Bengi. Their mid laner, Faker. The AD carry, Bang. Supporting, Wolf. Substitute mid laner, Easy Hoon. And SKT's coach, Coma. Let's hear it for SKT! Their opponents in tonight's quarterfinal matchup, starting on the red side, the #1 team from the LMS, AHQ Esports Club. Their top laner, Ziv. Roaming the jungle, Mountain. In the mid lane, Westor. At AD carry, On. Starting support, Albus. Their substitute support, Green Tea. And AHQ's coach, Backstairs. Ladies and gentlemen, AHQ! You guys have met the teams, you know the stakes. London, I have one question for you. Are you hyped for today's quarterfinal? Once again, for our quarterfinalists, let's give these guys some noise.
For today, you know, what a story for both of these teams. SKT having won the Season 3 World Championship.